an opinion on this. So you like having grabbing this data, so using things like Zoom Info, which you can get massive cheap deals at the moment, or Apollo, you could acquire all that data that's coming in. You like putting it into like a sandpit, don't you, where you can actually just work that data, and you only basically put it onto the CRM when there's some sort of formal engagement.
Yeah.
To keep it clean. Whereas I'm from the other school, which is I pay for it, so I want it. And then I work it out later. And if they don't come up with the search, then it's all right. But in terms of grabbing and getting the data in, and then how to do message bombing out, what are the products out there that you like the best at the moment? What would you say to an organization who's trying to create some more automatic processes within both marketing and data collection? What advice would you give them?
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, the advice I'd give is know your ICP, your ideal customer profile, lock down on who that is, whether it's a particular industry, location, company size, whatever it is, or get that locked down, then get that data from Apollo, Zoom Info, whatever it may be, validate that data to make sure it's as good as quality as possible. And then from there, again, this is where our approach slightly differs. There's no right or wrong, I don't think, Gary, because as long as you're bringing in that data and you're doing something with it, that's not a bad thing, right? But what I would sort of be leaning towards is kind of getting that data and actually looking to enrich it in some way, kind of look at, because there's so many emails that you can blast out these days, and it's easy to kind of get that stuff out. But if you can pinpoint certain data touch points around certain individuals, and it's easy to actually get that. You get somebody's LinkedIn profile, and you can actually analyze that to say, right, they've been working there for 6 months, or they've just completed a year. Here's a message that needs to go out, automated, to say, listen, look, see that you've been there a year. How's things going? In our previous experience, this is the kind of stuff we've seen. And using an element of AI and trying to personalize it as best as possible. You've got to be quite smart in how you do this type of stuff. But again, in terms of tech that you need, it's a data source. Then you drop it into something like, I'm a big fan of a product called Clay, which is a great smart bit of kit that you can use to enrich data, fire into ChatGPT to create messages if you so wish, and then use an outbound platform like Instantly or Smart Lead. These are very clever to allow you to message in scale, but also safely as well, and avoiding any risk to your domain, and with that objective of landing in people's inbox rather than a spam folder.
So you mentioned Instantly. I'm a big advocate of Force 24 because I like putting very short messages together, but with the ability to actually then have a landing page and then have video plugged in, but you can't do that with some of these other products. So you need to know the product and how you want to present the brand whilst you're doing all this and this decision making. And someone like you actually really helps with that.